If I was in Jackson Square painted all gold, I would stand up there. You want to go first?
I like your hat.
Go ahead, Jimmy. I know you're going to ask. Go ahead.
Can you talk about just Job, the way that he played last game, and Drummond?
Wow. That's not the question I anticipated, but go ahead.
It's coming. Drummond's, you've been in a lot of cases where your player status going up to a game has been in doubt going into before tip-off, and Drummond is in that position right now where you're not sure whether he's going to play.
I think he'll play. I think he'll play. No, I don't think it does. I mean, all he does is add another great rebound, a great shot blocker, and a big guy that's very athletic, to their team. And we went through everything with the anticipation that he's going to play, and I think he will. They're a good offensive rebounding team without him. They're a great offensive rebounding team with him. So, But we anticipated him playing, as I said, and so we've got to do a good job. That's the one area where they can really hurt you, between he and Blake on the offensive boards.
Where do things stand now with AD, and how do you deal with losing the guy like that?
First of all, I need to clear up something. The things that whatever you want to call it, but I think both parties were exactly right where they stood as far as the diagnosis of where he is and what's going on. And, we just didn't use the exact medical terms because we tried to make it as understanding as we possibly can. But there's no different in what anybody has said as far as the injury. We said 1 to 2 weeks. It could be as many as 4 weeks. But a lot of that's going to depend on, AD and, when he can have the ability to get back out and make basketball plays that he feels comfortable with. So, it's just a timetable. Every day we'll have to check it and look at it and see where he is with it. But, obviously when you lose someone of that status, it changes everything that you do. Really got to almost reinvent yourself because he's such an integral part of everything we do offensively and everything that we do defensively. That we have to change a little bit what we do, and we have to have other guys step up. And the big thing we got to do is that we just got to play hard and compete at a high level.
You talked about changing things up. Is that one of the reasons you guys were kind of making some plays on the fly? You kind of talked about that at the Memphis.
Yeah, we did. But I think you've got to do that in the game. In the game, you see certain things that you think might work, and you try them and they work. Then you try to stay with that, and then. We had the ability to at least walk through it and go over it a little bit today some, and so we'll just, we'll have to play like that until we get him back, really.
Etwan didn't play in the fourth against Memphis. It looked like he might have tweaked something earlier. Is he okay right now?
No, I mean, he's playing hurt, and he's just trying to push through it. But, we'll try to play him limited minutes tonight, and there's a really good chance that he won't play tomorrow night. But I appreciate what he does. Like, to me, he's always been one of my favorite guys. He is, he's a pro's pro, no complaints. He tried to push through all the injuries and everything. But, I just feel like we got to give him a little bit of a break. And, what he needs is more time to heal. So we have to really take a look at it. And maybe it's one of those deals where, we hold him out a few games, right before the All-Star break, and then maybe hold him out a few and give him that 2-3 week period where, he might be able to just, fully recover and get himself back.
Is it still the hip from?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything, and then he get bumped on the knee, and, it's just kind of that thing where, you got an area that's sore, it seemed to get hit, more so than anything. So we're going to try to help him out, maybe see if we can give him a little time.
How much take away from your days in Detroit, and how did that impact you as a coach along the way?
Oh, I love my days there, actually. I thought they were great. Really loved being there with Doug, and then I love coaching there, and I had dinner with Grant just the other night. We talked about some of the Detroit days, but, just the history there and everything that went on there, and then, you just have such a loyal fan base there, and it's kind of a blue collar situation where they wanted to go, and and some of the things that when we were there, and the whole bad boy thing when they were still around, and it's a great environment. It's a great situation. And great ownership. Mr. Davison, obviously, when I was there, gave you every opportunity to succeed in every way.
Sorry, when you go through obviously when you're going through your scouting report on the Pistons, how much time do you spend on all the stuff they do with Blake Griffin?
Well, obviously, he's an integral part of any scouting report, not just ours. Everybody in the league better have him on their scouting report a bunch of times. So, like I said, I had the honor of coaching Blake, early in his career. And, I always looked at him as an extremely hard worker. First one there, last one to leave. And everybody, he's become a good shooter because he's really worked at it. He's really worked on his shot, and he's really worked on his game as far as putting the ball down and playing in tight spaces and going to the basket on post-up plays and trying to draw fouls. So all of that stuff he's gotten good at simply because he's just worked his butt off.
Well, I was going to segue to when you had him. Is the biggest jump in his shooting since when you had him?
I think so. But, you could see that coming even when I had him when we were at the Clippers because he just put so much time in it. And, you could see it coming. I just think he's gotten a lot more consistent with it right now. But you could see that he was going to make himself a good shooter because he was going to always put the work in.
And after reviewing the film, what did you really like about the way the guys played on defensive end?
I thought we always talk about playing for each other. Well, you know that. We say you got to play for each other. Guys are going to get beat off the dribble because guys are just too good in this league. I thought we did a good job of playing for each other, plugging up, driving alleys. I thought we did a good job when they put Gasol on the post. The shots that he made were shots that we were going to make him take, and he's a good enough player that he's going to make that third one-leg fall-away jumper. There's nothing you can do about it anyway, but we tried to take away all the other easy stuff. Thought the guys did a really good job with that. All right, thanks.
Thank you, Coach.